Guys, welcome back to another video, and thanks for your comments and responses to the videos as we go along. Okay, let's get into the first clip. Okay, the first clip here is about the car I'm highlighting on the left that's on the roundabout, and it's sort of rather odd behaviour as we go on to the A3 dual carriageway. As we start to move, the car comes round on this roundabout, and instead of being in the appropriate lane, decides to stay in the middle rather than moving over to the left side of the roundabout to leave at the first exit. So I don't know if the intentions was to actually pass our car before we left onto the slip road. I don't know, but as we come across, there it is. Why is the car there when basically really he's going where we're going? Why is he not there? It's rather odd behaviour. But if we carry on moving forward, you can see he leaves the roundabout, he follows us, and then he decides, I think I'm going to pass the learner car here, but for some reason he drops off speed, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Then he does pick up speed to pass us, which he's entitled to do. But then what's the hand gesture for? What's that all about? Not sure. There's plenty of room on the dual carriageway for him to enter, because as you can see, there's absolutely nothing there whatsoever. If we take a front view look at this individual, he's right beside us now. I mean, he could have passed us at any time on the dual carriageway, but he kept us pinned to the left there. It could have been a bit better, but I mean, it didn't hurt us too much, and was able to enter the dual carriageway nicely, safely and properly. Okay, in this clip what we're looking at is an Audi looking to turn right. He ends up making a slow right down, breaking a standard rule on the road. There he is, this particular vehicle looking to turn right as we're approaching, and he doesn't wait for us to pass. He pulls in front of us, entering the road on the wrong side as well, and kind of does it all wrong really. Slows us right down, and then we carry on, but that's kind of something we come across quite a lot. Okay, in this clip here, it's about the second Audi looking to turn right, and a cyclist coming up on the left hand side. That's the individual I'm looking at. Now as he goes, there is a cyclist coming. He goes around the back of him, but that was too close for me. So I'm saying he could have paid a bit more attention, just waited. I was giving way to him anyway, and I think he almost ignored the cyclist there. Don't like that at all. That could have been done a lot better and a lot safer. Okay, this one's just for fun. Works vehicle obstructing the other side of the road. How many cars are going to pass before letting us go out of this whole queue? Just for laughs, let's see how many we counted. 4, 5, 6. Well, basically I think you've got the message there. They just all really go. We're not too fussed about this. We have the vulnerable on our side, the pedestrian, the worker for that matter, with no protection or no bollards, so we're happy to let that ride and just wait our turn before we move off. No sweat there at all. Okay, what we're looking at in this clip is not the Audi. In this clip, it's that BMW. What I don't understand is, yes, they can go straight on, it's not a problem, not doing anything wrong, but why? Why pull out just to get past the Audi, get past us, get back in the lane again and start queuing again? All that effort for nothing. But it does show this type of driver. I want to go on a little bit further so you can kind of see sort of the attitude here. Now there's some people looking to cross a little bit further down the road, which I'm going to highlight on the left hand side. Now as we get closer, what happens is, as they get closer, the people in question are looking for a bit of eye contact. They're looking to cross the road at a point that's been designated where pedestrians can cross. That's them there, and you can see this little island in the middle. It is a crossing point. Now as they get closer, they're looking for a bit of eye contact to say, like, you know, can we cross? There's a couple of kids as well, and there is no eye contact. There's nothing at all. Wouldn't have hurt the BMW driver just sort of say, yeah, go on, where you go, I'm not going anywhere. But no, they just drive through. So we mosey on and we slow down, we make the eye contact, they say thank you very much, and they cross. Now, is there anything hard in that? Sometimes the attitude of people on the road I don't get. Anyway, as we move on, I'd like you to look at this cyclist here. Someone taking a chance, unnecessary in my view. enters the road, he weaves his way behind the cars there, and he comes by. He's going in the same direction as us. He's going in the same direction as us. And as we turn right, he's watching the traffic, and then he cuts on our right side, straight across. And as we enter the road, watch this, straight in front of another car, right in front of us. Again, very, very lucky. Another day, another time, and that probably won't work out so well. Okay, this clip is about two cyclists. One I think is an experienced one, and one that's not so experienced. Now he's coming around the bus here, and this is about a manoeuvre he's going to do a little bit further down the road. This is the experienced guy, I think, as he moves on. Now what we're going to do is have a little look to the front at the other cyclist in reference. Now if you look on the right, there's a van reversing out, trying to get onto the main road. Cyclist coming past, there's the van. And what does the cyclist do as they see that van reversing out? What action should they take? Well, she took none at all. Relied on the van to do everything there. Very, very close pass, and I think, as put, very clueless in that respect. Nice look there as he comes flying past. He looks on the left. Did he pay attention to the van? I don't know. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He's not hanging around. I'm sure he's done this route many times before, but there's a difference really there between two cyclists. One that I think kind of knows what they're doing, and one that's really not paying attention to anything at all. So they ride on the road. So nice opposite combinations going on there. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that matter? Okay, this clip is about a silver BMW going around a roundabout. Now you can see it just come from that side on the right. So as we follow in here, he goes into the left-hand lane. There's a bit of a queue there leaving at the next exit. Turns out he doesn't want that, so he goes around that with no indication, and it looks like he's a bit lost or a bit confused. If you'd only slow down a wee bit and then gain where he's looking and have a look at some signs, maybe he'll actually know where he's going. And as you can see, he's gone right back to the start of the roundabout again. Puzzling, maybe a bit lost, but anyway, it happened to the best of us. Okay, this clip here is about the black Mercedes in front. There's a learner in front of them. The learner's looking to turn left, and they're about to give way to a cyclist with some children just coming from the right hand side. There they come. So, you know, parent area with children. So what does the Mercedes, does it take that on board? No, it certainly doesn't. Awful driving indeed, going around the roundabout the wrong way, impatient, not good. Okay, here's something that happens all too often. It's approaching a mini roundabout, coming up, we're watching the Mercedes, that's all good. As we move into the roundabout, the white car should be stopping for us, but oh dear, no. So this all happens all too often. Sadly, we just get ignored. They go straight across. We have to react, and then we can move on. Again, it'd be nice to be seen once in a while. Okay, the next clip is rather interesting. What we have is construction works. We're on a red light. It's a three-way connection going on here. Someone doesn't want to wait for the red light, it seems. BMW comes flying past, followed directly by a motorbike who also decides that they don't want to wait either. And what about the two cars in front? They're getting a little bit anxious, and they think, well, if one can go, we can go. So that's three vehicles, and there's the bike. Four vehicles through the red lights. Let's have a little look what's going on behind us at this point while we're waiting for that to change. There's the vehicles patiently waiting. What I'm going to do is, there's that BMW going past. I'm just going to speed up slightly, and there's the motorbike going past as we move forward. Now what about any more cars decide they don't want to wait for a red light? Yeah, there's the first one that's behind us, and so they all start peeling, following like sheep down here, because if one goes, it must be okay for all of us to go, yet they have absolutely no idea what's going on there whatsoever. With this red light, it could be stuck, it might not be stuck, hard to say really. Here's a rear view look at what's going on, and they just all pull around us. One goes, so they think, oh, it must be okay, so we'll all go. And who knows, and it keeps going until we get one go here, and that's purely because the car was coming from the other side, so obviously it was not a good idea to go at all. Shame really. Okay, good old classic. Here we come up some traffic lights and they're changing. There we go, amber. What are these two clowns going to do? Nothing, of course. The van shoots through the amber, not too much of a problem. What about the bike? Yeah, red light says it all, really. Could the van have stopped? I think it could have done. It didn't bother. It went through an amber. It's not against the law to go through an amber. But the red light, the bike, we see this all too often. All too often. Anyway. Okay, on this clip, initially what we're looking at is the white car here. As soon as she stops, she can't wait to get on the phone, of course. Very useful. I sped the clip up because I'm more looking for when this goes through a green light and what these vehicles are doing on our left here as we pass. Now, as we move away, all seems okay. People are passing us. There's two lanes, no too much of a problem. It's this white van here which I'm more concerned about. What I want to do, as you can see, he's coming up and he's going to pass us. I want you to just see a front view of this. It gives a little bit more perspective. There's the green light. There we go. First car moves away, then the second passes us, and then the van just about gets away with it as we're trying to merge now into one lane. But no, this vehicle here is having absolutely none of it. Has to go completely on the other side of the road. So important that they get past us. Whatever. Okay, we're approaching a roundabout. I want to give a bit of perspective as we go in. That's why I've got the rear view camera as we go into round. So it kind of shows where people should be placing themselves accordingly, depending on where they're going. If you're going A3 Guildford, you'd go in that lane, and if you're going to Worcester Park, you'll go in that lane. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to show you a front view as we approach the roundabout now, and what we're going to be paying attention to just briefly is something that happens all too often with lane placement. There's a van coming from the right and it will be in the wrong lane. So as we filter in here, because we're going left, there's the van into Guildford. No, it's not going there, of course, it's going where we're going. Simple, I know you might say we're not too close, but the key thing is it happens all too often. Okay, who is the dullard for me? Well, in this batch of clips, I'm afraid it has to be the black Mercedes going around the roundabout the wrong way. Impatient, arrogant in my opinion, the type of drivers that we really do not want on the road, cause more problems than that. And please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video today, and I will see you again.